Aishwarya Rai has been dubbed the most beautiful woman on the planet. The former Miss World is an icon in her native India, but also across Southeast Asia with millions of fans. Here in Cannes, she's screening her new movie, Sarbjit. It's a gritty drama about a sister's fight for justice for her brother, who's been mistakenly convicted of terrorism. And yet, in true Bollywood style, it's also a musical. Aishwarya Rai, hello.
Hello, bonjour. Thank you for having me here. Namaste.
Sarbjit is based on a true story about this woman who fights for her brother's life for 23 years. And you said you felt there was a divine connection with this part. Tell me about that.
Because about 10 years ago, there was a petition that, in fact, the sister Dalbirji had started to bring Sarbjit back. And I had signed on. And it's really sad and unfortunate that at the end of a 23-year struggle, she was unable to bring Sarbjit back alive. So when Umang brought me the script and he just said, okay, the next film I want to make is Sarbjit. The moment he took that name, I was like, wait, I'm already on the Y of yes. And then he went on to give me the idea. It was about the sibling resilience and love. And in this day and age, there's all this messaging that I think is very important because, the world is moving faster. People are all getting lost in their own lives. It's getting kind of singular to recognize this kind of passion, this kind of commitment, this kind of resilience, to recognize the human spirit of Dalbirji, even post her 23-year struggle, to not in reality become an embittered soul, and to continue working to try and release prisoners of war on both sides of the border. All this is, there's a deeper messaging here, to never lose hope.
And you've brought the film here to Cannes. You've been coming to Cannes for almost 15 years now. You were the first Indian actress to be on the jury of Cannes. You've got quite a history here in the festival.
Yes.
So much of the focus of what we see of you in Cannes, though, is the red carpet. And I guess my question for you is, after all of these years, do you still enjoy the spectacle, or is it more of a necessary evil, the getting glamorous for the red carpet?
It's something, as you saw earlier, I kind of laughed and said, even for today's press call, I've done like the OTT in-the-face gig. But to juxtapose it with serious cinema, I think it's sometimes fun. All of this is just art, as I say. The fashion and all of that is art. And that goes with the turf. I do come with also a cosmetic brand, and but a brand that also is that retains its sensitivity and recognition of women empowerment. So the synergy works for me personally as well, a great mix of women from across the globe as brand ambassadresses. And you see everyone has a strong voice as well. So there is the visual, there is the red carpet, there is the media interaction, and mutually that kind of works out well. But over the years, if and when I have a piece of cinema that I feel it would be an interesting platform to come and share, I feel that is the perfect opportunity, and Sarbjit presented that, the film, just like the film Provoked is one that I'd brought here. Ravanan is a film that we brought here. These are all movies that, I mean, I would love to have brought Raincoat and Chokir Bali at the time, but obviously, we were all busy doing so many different things. But these are movies that definitely find markets which can present perfect opportunity to represent various facets of our cinema as well.
one of your other colleagues from L'Oreal is Eva Longoria, and I know
Yeah,
last year
dear
the two
friend.
of you, tell me about, you broke some rules, didn't you, last year, taking a selfie on the red carpet?
You know, we didn't even realize that because people around us were doing it. So Eva laughed and said, let's just do one. So here we were hugging and doing that. We had no clue that it was even a bit of a ahem. But it kind of cleared itself up because the next minute, people were all doing it with even the people higher up in office. So it was kind of fun. We had a good laugh about it.
Now you're here as well, like almost every year since she was born, in Cannes with your daughter. There was a big kids movie that was just screened, Steven Spielberg's The BFG. Did you take her?
I would have loved to, and I will, I guess, soon after when I go home. But there was so much media work already scheduled in and penciled in for me that unfortunately I couldn't take it to the screening.
Now, I have a 5-year-old at home as well who is very much into makeup and clothes. Is yours the same?
You know, I have not gotten her into all that, but I realized, having come here, because she's seen me, as I joke, play dress up. And it's so, I guess, normal to her that it's not a big deal. But this time, because she's known a lot of the professionals I work with here, and it's been more like reconnecting. Everybody's indulged the dress-up aspect of it when they come into the room with all the dresses. So it's a laugh, it's fun.
Aishwarya, you've done so much work as well for social causes, for charities. And doing research for this interview, I learned that you have pledged to donate your eyes.
Yes, that's...
Tell me.
Well, that was one of the first causes I lent my a voice to when I first became Miss World, because I really felt that would bring a more impactful messaging. I was more than happy to donate my eyes or whatever other parts of my body. You know, we're going to be dead and gone. I mean, what's with the attachment? So I began with that, and I have given my voice to a lot of different causes down the years. Be it polio eradication, be it HIV, and you know, with the UN. I have my own foundation as well. So even when it came to any kind of remuneration or negotiation on this film, I was like straight to my foundation. I'm not looking to really earn personal numbers off this movie. We all do plenty in our own lives, but it's nice to remain connected with our with your humanitarian side.
You've made a few international films in your career. I was thinking of Pink Panther 2 with Steve Martin. Never any desire to pick up and move to Hollywood?
I think we're vagabonds as creative people. I never did think that you would necessarily need to actually physically move yourself from one country to another. I mean, people have been wonderful. The offers have, and the exchange continues. And I've always believed that we can collaborate to work together if everything falls in place mutually in terms of our scheduling, our time, and the interest. If it's mutually there, then we can continue working. I have so much work going on back home as well. I've never felt the need to physically move and shop for work.
Thank goodness.
If that makes any sense.
So happy. Thank you so much.
Great.
It's a pleasure to meet you. Thank you. Enjoy Cannes.
Thank you. Cheers, you too.